Newsflash, the rapture is coming and millions of people are going to be vanishing very soon. When that takes place, will you know what happened? And where will you be looking? A lot of people will be looking around trying to find the answer. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? I don't know. Where do you think they went? I don't know. This is the place to turn, the Bible. But the Bible says, be careful. If you weren't saved and you didn't go at the rapture, they're going to lie to you. Because the Bible tells us very clearly in 2 Timothy 2:9, we read, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 9, excuse me. In 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 9, my bad. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 9, we read, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. When the rapture takes place, the Antichrist will be waiting to take over the world. And as soon as the rapture takes place, the Antichrist shows up on the scene doing wonders and miracles and signs. And it says here in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, with all power and signs and lying wonders in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. So according to the Bible, God will allow people to believe a lie because they didn't believe the truth of the gospel and of the rapture. And they didn't get saved and didn't go at the rapture. So after the rapture, there's going to be a huge lie in the world. Now, what will that lie be? Will the fake news media say, hey, guess what, folks? The Bible was true. The rapture came. Not in your life. There's no way that the fake news media will tell everyone that was the rapture, because they don't want you to believe that the Bible is true. So they will stand up and they'll say a lie. Now, what will that lie be? I've often sat around and thought, what could that lie possibly be? Could it be nothing happened? There's nothing to see here. No one disappeared. And you're like, but my grandmother's gone, but my father left, but my cousin's gone, my brother was saved. And people will be sitting around going, no, I don't believe that. But people will be so upset and people will be so hurt and devastated that family and friends are gone. They'll be willing to believe anything that tries to explain it away. So maybe they'll believe the lie that, no, it didn't even happen. I don't know. Or maybe it could be a lie like this. 6 o'clock news today, millions of people around the world disappeared through spontaneous combustion. Is that a thing? We go to a scientist now. Yes, spontaneous combustion is a thing. People can just spontaneously burst into flames for no reason. I mean, will that be the lie? All of a sudden there was this massive pandemic of spontaneous combustion? Or maybe it's another pandemic. Maybe it's another version of the, you know what, the Rona. And maybe they'll say, well, see, you should have taken the you know what, because look what happened to these people that didn't. I don't know. Some people think, and perhaps this is a possibility because you've seen it this year, and I warned you at the beginning of the year. I told you this might be something that they start talking about. Aliens. UFOs or UAPs. UFO, unidentified flying object, or UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon. And they're coming out and they're announcing, yeah, they exist, and we've seen crafts, and they're showing you more videos of the UFOs and things like that. Could that be the lie? Could they come out and say, well, the UFOs showed up and they're saying that they got rid of these people because those were the dogmatic, crazy, fanatical, conservative right-wingers. And they're the ones that are impeding all the progress. And, well, so the UFO people told us that they got rid of those deplorables, if you will, those undesirables. And now that they're gone, now we can move forward to progress. I don't know, but it's a possibility. A lot of people think that. Now, by the way, people ask me, Brother Breaker, do you believe in UFOs? Yes. But do you know what I believe they are? I believe they're fallen angels and devils, demons, if you will. And so I do believe they exist, but I think that they are what the Bible calls spiritual wickedness in high places, as it says in Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. You know, about 10, 15 years ago, if you said, I believe in UFOs, people thought you were crazy. Now it's on the news. Now they're showing footage of craft moving through the air in a way that physics says you can't move. So there's some sort of higher technology. Now, will that be the lie? Will the UFOs be fallen angels and demons coming to the earth, pretending to be from outer space and pretending to be the saviors of the world? I don't know. That's just a possibility. But I wonder, could it be that aliens show up after the rapture and claim they took all those people out? Well, how will they explain all the empty graves? If you go to the cemeteries around the world, there's bound to be some Christians buried there. And when they come forth, I think the dirt will blow open and that they will come forth. You see, when Jesus rose again, the stone was rolled back and it was open. So Jesus left the tomb open. I wonder if the rapture, those that were saved, their body leaves an open tomb as a witness to the world of what truly took place. I don't know, but I'm wondering. So one thing I do know is they're going to lie. They're going to lie about the rapture. But you know what? Very soon you're going to see it. If you're a lost person listening to this, very soon you're going to hear millions around the world just suddenly disappear and we don't know what happened to them. You need to know the Bible says that was the rapture. And you need to understand that. But how will they try to cover it up? How will they try to cover up the rapture? Because sure as the world, they're going to lie about it. Will they have a massive war right before the rapture? And so all these people are dying in war. So when the rapture comes, you didn't know it. You thought maybe that was just from the war. Could that be a possibility? How about all the wildfires? You know, there's wildfire in Maui. There's wildfire in California. Wildfires all over Canada. There's wildfires everywhere. Are there going to be wildfires all over the world? And they use that to cover up how millions suddenly just vanish? How about mass civil unrest? Maybe there's an economic global collapse and people are in the streets rioting and killing each other. God forbid. Don't want that. But when it's all said and done and over, all those that disappeared, they just say, yeah, they were killed during the riots or the civil unrest or something like that. How about concentration camps? You think they might round up Christians one night like they did in Germany with the Gestapo, I believe it's called? Or maybe the KGB in Russia? How they'd come to houses at 3 in the morning, bust the door down and take people and haul them off and you never see them again? Well, that'd be a pretty convenient way to cover up the rapture, wouldn't it? Put people in concentration camps and then never see them again. Well, the people in the camps would see them raptured and be believers. But the people who don't get to see what happens to the person after, they wouldn't even know that the rapture took place. So that's just something to think about there. How about comets? Have you heard about this? The Revelation 12 sign, again, is pertinent. And there's people that are looking at the Revelation 12 sign, and there's actually a comet called Child that is going through the uterus again of the Virgo. That's convenient. In Revelation 12, it talks about the woman giving birth to a child, and there just so happens to be a celestial body named Child, and it's going through that. You can't make that stuff up. And they're saying that afterwards there's going to be a lot of meteors falling into the earth. That sounds just like Revelation chapter 12. That, 2/3 of the stars fall and things like that. Could comets be what cover up the rapture? Could there be comets hitting the earth and there's fires everywhere and power's out, nobody knows what's happening, and then boom, the rapture. And it doesn't get out because there's not any electricity and very few people see what really happened. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. Have you ever read the Deagle report? It's very hard to find, but I remember years ago reading the Deagle report and how it said there's this many million people in America, but by 2030 or so, there'll be this many. And it's like, what? From like 350 million to only 60-something million? Where'd all the people go? What do they know that we don't, that they put out this report saying there's going to be... Are they planning to depopulate people? Well, it sounds like it. Now, I don't want to go all, conspiracy, the last word, starts with a T and ends with eerie. I don't want to go all that on you, but I do believe that the devil hates human beings, and he wants them dead. And all throughout history, he's plotted against humanity, and he's killed them off with disease, with war, with different ways. And I'm starting to wonder if he's not trying to kill people off today with a depopulation agenda.